Alright guys, this is Josh, and today I'm going to be bringing you a commentary. I know I haven't done this in a while. It's been about 3 months since I've done a proper commentary. But yeah, today I'm bringing you a commentary. As you can see in the background, the gameplay is Black Ops 2 gameplay. Nothing really special, it's like a 69 kill gameplay. Which is on Aftermath, which isn't actually too bad since Aftermath's such a terrible map. But yeah, this gameplay obviously isn't about... This commentary isn't about the gameplay, obviously. I don't think any Black Ops 2 gameplays commentaries are these days. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions of Call of Duty Ghosts. So yeah, I did get to play COD Ghosts while I was at Eurogamer. I was going to bring a vlog about that, but I don't know if I will have. I may have done. I think I'm going to put out this video will come out a day after I've said in a vlog that I've been to Eurogamer. So yeah, you should already know that. If not, then well, I've been to Eurogamer and I've played Call of Duty Ghosts and some other games. But yeah, that's for another video if I've not already brought it out. But yeah, so I got to play COD Ghosts. I only got 2 games, which is kind of bad, but I didn't have much time there, so I got 2 games. They was both on the same map. I can't remember the name of the map, but and they was both playing that Blitz game mode. Blitz, if you don't know what that is, that's what it's like. Cap the flag, but there's like a circle on each side of the map, and what you've got to do is you've just got to run into the circle, and you get a point, and you get like teleported back to your side of the map, and then yeah, you go back, and there's like a 10-second timer between each one. So like you couldn't like 6 teammates run into it at once and gain 6 points. It's more like you've got to wait 10 seconds between each one. So say 6 different teammates wanted to run into it, they'd have to want to go in, then 10 seconds later the next one go in, and etc. So yeah, we played that game mode. I'm not quite sure what the map was that we played, but it was an alright map. It was the one where the petrol station can be blown up and fall down in the middle. So yeah, you'll probably know the name. I don't. Not really looked into any of the maps and stuff yet. I used a few guns. I used the Vector, the Honey Badger, one of the SMGs, but I can't remember its name. It looks a bit like a TAR-21, and I used an LMG, and I picked up a sniper, but only fired 1 bullet and got 1 kill. So yeah, I'm just going to give like my first overall impression. I do like the way the game feels. It feels like a mix of Battlefield 3 and just any kind of like a Modern Warfare 3 put together. I don't know, it's a really good feel. It feels different than Call of Duty, which in my opinion is good. If people like the feel of Call of Duty now, then that might not be as good for you, but in my opinion, Call of Duty needs a change. It feels like it's such a repeat every year, like the game's exactly the same. So yeah, it's a change, and I think that's a good thing. So if I could compare it to anything, it feels like Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 together. So I think it feels really good. It plays well, and overall I like the feel of it. There's a few things that are different on it, like when you pull a stun, it feels a bit weird. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But yeah, I did like the feel of the game. The guns, the Honey Badger was a really, really good gun. I wouldn't say it's overpowered because I've not used every gun in the game, so I couldn't tell you what's overpowered and not. But the Honey Badger was a really good SMG, so when you get the game, I recommend using that. The Vector was good, but not as good as the Honey Badger in my opinion. It had too much recoil on it, and it was a bit inconsistent. Like it always killed in a few bullets, but like say someone was medium range, sometimes it would like just your aim would be steady and it'd stay on them, and then other times it was unreal. It wouldn't stop recoiling. I used it for a game and it was good. I finished like 27 and 12. I think that was on like my first game. I finished 27 and 12, and then on my second game I finished like 22 and 14 or something like that. I don't know. But on the first game we used the Vector, and on the second game we used the Honey Badger. And I know it sounds like, well, you finished better on the first game than the second game, so surely the Vector's better, but I did do really well with the Vector on the first game. But the second game I was playing against my mates, and like in the first game there was only 3 of us, and we was all on the same team. Oh no, there was 4 of us, but we was all on the same team, so I was playing against randomers, so for all I know those randomers could have been really bad, like 6 players, whereas when the next time we went there was 10 of us, and so I was playing against 6 of my mates with 4 of my mates and 2 randomers. So all 6 of them mates were at least 4 of those mates were decent at COD. So obviously it made the gun battles harder. So to do that well against my mates on a game where I've never played was quite good. And the Honey Badger was just a better gun overall. As a Call of Duty player, I can tell which is a good and a bad gun, and I can tell that it was a good gun. Better than the Vector anyway. But yeah. So if I could recommend any gun, I'd choose the honey badger over the vector definitely. The assault rifle I was using sort of felt like an SMG. It weren't very good at long range, but it might be like that kind of SMG that's good for medium and short, and a bit better than SMGs for long. Sorry about that. I just had to cough. Yeah, so, and then I used the LMG, and that was really weird to play with. It felt like I was playing Battlefield because it was really heavy to run with and stuff like that. 1 second. Sorry about that. I've got a really bad cough. And yeah, so that was a really good gun. That was a really weird gun even. So the SMGs really dominated, but it was quite a small map. And yeah, the spawns. Honestly, the spawns weren't too bad. I only got killed once, like straight off my spawn. Like spawn ran out, 1 second later died once. And I know that sounds really bad, like once in 2 games, but throughout the entire game, on quite a small map, on quite a hectic game mode, it wasn't actually that bad. It was, I don't know, the spawns were good, I thought. You never could really get spawn trapped, and the spawns were fair. You always had a chance to win the gunfight, even if you spawned in a bad position or a bad place. The kill streaks were, I didn't get to use many kill streaks. I got to use the SATCOM and the dog. I can't remember, the dog's called Riley in it, so the SATCOM and Riley the dog. Riley the dog's a bit weird. You can just kill him straight away, so it could be a really effective kill streak if like you're playing on your teammates, knowing your enemies don't really look for the dog and it just keeps getting them from behind. But oh yeah, and it's a 1 bite kill if you didn't already know that. But it could be a really bad kill streak because you could call it in, some guy could see it while he's just on the edge of the map camping, and he could just shoot your dog and that's it, it's dead. It's quite easy to kill as well. It probably only takes about 8 or 9 bullets, which obviously isn't much when a gun fires at like 1,000 bullets per minute, like 1,000 rounds per minute. So yeah, the kill streaks were alright. I didn't really get to try many out because we didn't really get to create our own classes. We didn't get the chance. What happened was you lined up, and then what they did was they set the game up for you, started it, and then asked you to go and sit down, so that you didn't get to like create your own class. We got like a bit of a chance just before the second game to create our own class, but you would have had to be really quick. You had about 5 seconds, so I didn't really get much time to do anything. I just like clicked on the guns and looked through the guns that I wanted to use and put the honey badger on. Obviously, I only had like all the normal guns unlocked as well, like 2 SMGs, 2 assault rifles, and whatever, because I was still only the starting level. Because obviously, you don't really level up because it's like just accounts that are being used all day. So there was nothing really unlocked that I could have chose anyway. But yeah, anything else I can really talk about? I only got to try 1 map and 1 game mode, so I couldn't really talk about them. The map was okay, the game mode was okay as well. I'm sure there's better maps and better game modes out there, but yeah, it was good fun to play, and overall I just enjoyed the game. I really did. I feel like if it's got something like the MOB, which we've already seen, so it should have, it should really keep the game alive. Like Black Ops 2 is quite dead, and has been for a while now, but Modern Warfare 3 lasted a lot longer. I feel like this COD will last longer purely because it's got something like a MOB on it, and because it's got and because it feels different. If a game feels different, obviously more people are going to play it for longer. So yeah, that's something. And I think the only reason it might not last as long is obviously because the Titanfall is coming out in 2014, so obviously everyone's going to be wanting to play that. So that might be the COD killer. Maybe, maybe not. And yeah, last thing is I got to play the COD Ghosts. I don't know why I said the COD Ghosts. I got to play COD Ghosts on the Xbox One, which was really good. The pad felt a bit different to an Xbox pad, but I think you could get used to it. The analog sticks felt a bit small, but it's something you'll get used to over time. And yeah, so that was pretty good. I got to play on the Xbox One. The screen was a bit big that I was playing on. I was playing like, you had to sit quite close because obviously they tried to cramp a lot of people in, and it was like a 32-inch screen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Please leave a like rating on the video if you enjoyed. Have a nice day, and bye.